I'm just gonna marry someone, no relationship.
No,
Can't I have a relationship after the marriage? Right?
yes.
Because
And
in the society, in the system, no matter whatever you say, the girl and boy, they're equal. It's not equal. It doesn't happen in real life. Because if it was equal, then you would say, I'm also working. I can get rich too. Why do I have to ask you to get rich? Why do you have to buy me things, right? If you both are working, then why do you need to ask him to get rich? Why aren't you getting rich? Why? Yeah, the suggestion that I can give you is think, make a logical decision, not emotional decision. If you ask me
mm,
what you should do, I will ask you that you should read more and understand. If you believe, then become a Muslim and marry a Muslim. That's the best suggestion, whether you like it or not, whether you want it or not. But that's the best suggestion from me. Because lots of people cannot control their emotions, you know, and they will do a lot of mistakes. Like I've heard so many stories in China, so many heartbreaks, so many divorces, a lot of cheatings. I've seen so many sadness there. So, if you're thinking what I was saying, let me tell you. Let me continue. Is that you're thinking that okay, it's his loss that he's not with you, he couldn't get you, and you're like, oh, now if he's finding someone else, maybe he will not treat him like I would treat him. Maybe someone else will treat him badly. Maybe you can think like this. If it was not like this, then you would not care. You would just say, okay, find someone else. But you're thinking still about him because you want to show him that the way you care, nobody else cannot. Um, but the thing is, when he's gone, it's him made his choice. You didn't push him away. So it was his choice, and he's not a baby. He's not a kid. So he made his own choice, and he left
mm,
you. So if you're feeling bad for him, then you should think that there's so many people in this world, right? You cannot take care of everyone. You cannot. So just like the same, there are different people for different persons. So he will find someone and he will adjust and maybe he will be happy. So you don't have to worry about that, right?
mm,
Maybe there will be
yeah.
someone else who would be so happy to be with you and would won't
Maybe.
want to leave you, and then you can show your care, you can take care of him. And that's why um, the relationships are more stronger after marriage, because they know that they're not going to leave. So you don't have to, like, if you're showing all your care before marriage, and if that person leaves, it takes a long time to find someone else with the same energy to take care again, to understand someone again. So it's a lot of hard work. You have to go through a lot of stress. So that's why, you know, before marriage, I would suggest that you can know someone. You can understand that if it's okay or not, if I can marry him or not just to spend time, but to marry. Because when you go there, and then you can realize that if I am, I can show him all my care and what can I do for him, then you will not feel sad because you know he's not going to leave, and you'll be truthful and honest with each other. So that will last longer. So you don't need to think about him anymore. He's gone. He will find someone else. You had a little time with him, and maybe you want him and thinking of him more because he's gone. But if he was there, then you will be, you will see that, oh, I don't like this about him. I don't like that. Why do you do this? Blah, blah, blah. So many things to talk, right? So it's better that it happened early. Imagine that something bad could happen, you know? What if you were with him for more longer and then something bad happened? So this is much more better than that it
Mhm.
happened early, that he found his way, he realized it, and he
Mm.
left.
Wow, so should congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to you.
Yeah.
And don't fall for these kinds of things again. Don't fall very easily. You can know a person to marry, to see the future together, but not to, don't give everything to a person before marriage, because when he leaves or she leaves, she's taking everything with them. And you feel like all this time, all this efforts, everything that you spend, the times and the energy, it's all gone. For what? For nothing. All your careness, your feelings, for what? It's a stress. It's a big stress that people cannot go through. And for some people, it takes so long time. Even they're married, they will still remember their ex. You know, so it's better to be wise before, to think about something before. Yeah.
Sure. It's better to be wise before.
Are you feeling better now?
Now I'm feeling better
Very good to know.
because you said it very right, very what do you say?
Very what?
Very good.
These are all facts, of course. I mean, if you're reasonable, you have to accept and agree with what I said. There are so many things to say in different kinds of relationship that people are in, and that people are facing their problems. And yeah, so in short, I just told you for you. I think that'll be helpful. So take your time now, relax, take a deep breath, and don't have to hurry, okay? And as you're already famous on the internet, I'm sure so many boys there, would want to talk to you, they want to know you. So you will not have any problem to interview people. I'm sure there will be so many people. But you have to make the good choice, and you have to protect yourself, that you should not give everything to anyone until you make sure that they're gonna stay. And how are they gonna stay? You don't know until they marry. Until you marry someone, you don't know if they're going to stay or not. You can't. There's no other way. Even though someone promises break. That's why people are, have heartbreaks. That's why people, cry. That's why people get divorced. And divorce is another chapter, by the way. Yeah, if you have questions or if you want to ask anything, you can ask. Or you're thinking about what I said.
No, you said it's right. I agree with you.
Yeah, so no reason for you to be sad, but if you're sad, you can always message me, you know that. I'm here.
No, I'm now, to be honest, I'm not very sad. I'm not. I used to have the chat with him, but now when I take my phone, there's nothing. There's no message about him. I'm not used to.
It seems you got,
So sometimes I miss him, but sometimes I think it's right to divorce with him.
I see.
Because I think I will meet a very good person in the future, and he's most suitable for me, and we will be happy. So now I should improve myself and find a good job, stable job, and then start a new life with him. But I don't know who is he.
Let me tell you something along with this. Maybe a perfect relationship would not be easy from where the situation and in the society you are in. So I think it's more like you have to attach with a person, you have to have the understanding with each other, because we're in a society, especially the people these days who are obsessed with the movies and TVs and the internet, because When you watch a movie,
Yeah.
you will always see there is a couple. You'll always see there is a love story. And it's just like, programming people, just trying to teach people, just trying to say, set something in their mind that they're trying to, put something in their head that you should be like this, you should do like this. So when a girl is watching a drama, a serial, and then they will think that, oh, I wish my boyfriend was like this. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
romantic. I wish he would do something like this for me. But
I'm
you,
the person very easy to influence by this kind of drama.
yeah. So I mean, it's not surprising. It's very normal because when you're watching a movie, this is how our mind and psychology works. That's why people cry when something sad happens after the movie. That's why people feel happy when the bad guy is dead. You know, this is how our mind works. When you see someone is in danger, you will feel like the energy that I need to help. But when we are watching movies, we cannot do anything. We're just sitting here and we have this reaction, but we cannot do anything because it's just a movie. And then when something really dangerous happens in front of us, we feel very easy because we made it a habit that, when we're watching movies and we control our emotions and our reaction. So in real life, if something happens like this, we feel like, oh, it's okay, but it's not okay. But let me come back to what I was saying is, when a girl is watching a drama and they will feel like, oh, I wish my boyfriend was like this. And when they will find someone and he will not do anything like this, and they will say, why don't you do this? I can't. Oh, look at this. They're so romantic and blah, blah. You're not realizing that it's in your head from a movie that you watched or something you watched, which is not real. It was planned. Someone told the girl and the boy to act like this. It's not real. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was planned. It's the people's imaginations that, oh, I wish if it was like this, and they pay a girl and a boy to do these things, but it's not real. So when you expect these kinds of things in real life, then it doesn't happen, and then people become sad. So instead, what you should do is when you see your boyfriend or your husband is not doing anything that you're thinking, you can tell them that, that'd be really nice if you do this. That would be really romantic if you did this, wouldn't it? And he would say, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. He will be surprised and he will start to know, okay, my wife, my girlfriend, she likes this, so I need to act like this, because men would want to impress their girl. That's how it goes. So also, a man might think, I wish if I had a girlfriend like this who is so loyal to the boy that she's always listening to the boy, and my wife is not listening to me at all. People can think like this. But when this happens, they also need to know that that's a movie and it doesn't happen, that they should be nice enough and tell them that, my dear, beautiful, I wish if you said it this way, that would be so much nicer, and it would also make me happy. I think a girl would, of course, listen if a boy, talks like this with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Can you understand what I'm saying, or I'm speaking fast for you?
I can understand. I agree with you, but yes, I can judge which is performance, which is true. I can feel about uh, if he loves me.
I know,
Think.
but I mean the actions. Let's say you are a couple, you have someone already, but in certain aspects, like someone is buying a gift or doing something romantic, and you would say, "Oh, my boyfriend, my husband is not romantic at all." Well, how do you know that he doesn't like you just because he's not doing something like the movies? You don't know. Maybe he loves you with all the heart, but he's not doing something like the movies. So you're thinking, oh, he's not doing something like that, so maybe he doesn't love me. That would be a wrong guessing, because a real man would not, would still care about you even if he's not doing something, like the movies. but you can always talk and make things clear between you. And movies has so many effects for us humans. And that's why people would like to do that. And that's why an actress gets so famous and an actor gets so famous, you know. A boy is so famous, all the girl is crazy for him. What did he do?
Yes, I think about one thing, which is disappoint with me, because when he find I was disappointed or very sad because of him, but he chose to ignore.
When did that happen?
When I said I envy about my friend's boyfriend.
Okay.
And he asked me many questions, and I feel very sad.
Like
I
what?
just want to like what? Like are you Xu Ruina? Is that true? You just said is right. Um so he tell me many things, some theories. I don't want to listen to it. I just want him 一个态度。That's
Well, the thing
I
is,
just want he can care about me, think about me,
I know, but
know me what in my mind.
yeah, but it doesn't happen fast. It takes time, and if he doesn't know, you cannot blame him if he cannot understand you, because maybe he likes you and he tries to understand you so much, but he can't. It can happen, but what can you do if he's not understanding what you want to say? But what someone should do is should care about how you're feeling and try to always comfort you. That's what he could have done, right? Yeah, even though he's not understanding, but he should be nice and polite and try to understand what you're trying to say. That's what he could do. But if he doesn't understand you, you cannot, I mean, there's nothing to blame on him. Yeah. And maybe in time, maybe later, someone would understand more. Yeah.
And I have another point is that if you really like this girl, you won't say that words like we will never see again. We break up.
Yeah,
Don't contact with me. I delete you. And you are a person who is not blah blah blah.
Well, he doesn't want to be friends with you, right? There's no point. There's no reason to be friends. So
he took a message to me several days ago. He told me he wants to be my boyfriend.
Again?
No,
don't respond. There's nothing to respond. A man, when he's breaking, yelling to his girl, then he can do it again, and he'll be mad again easily. Because I know that you guys met, it was not very long. That you became together, it was not very long. And when he was treating you like this for this reason, and he deleted you, we're not gonna talk again. After that, again, he's trying to contact and talk to you. It's not a manly thing. When he's leaving, he should leave. He's a man, right? If he says, I'm not gonna talk to you, I don't like you anymore, then that should be it. He shouldn't change his word. Do you understand me? That's what a man would do. That's what a real man would do. Like, if I want to say something, I would say it. You know, it would not miss on, you know, particular big things, on relationships, on something, you know, that serious things. So silly things can be sacrificed. Like, okay, I said I will meet with you tomorrow, but I'm busy. It can change. But something like this, oh, I don't like you. I don't want to be with you anymore. we are done. But after that, how can he come back and say again something? So it means later again in the future he might change his words more. Yeah, because it's very important for a man to keep his words. You know?
Yes. I thought he is a man who can keep him words, but now I know.
Yeah, he should. If he's not, then you should know that he would not be perfect, because if he's breaking his word like this, you know that it can happen again and again.
Yes. And I also think whatever I said, I didn't treat him. So if he love me, he will come to have the relationship with me again.
Yeah. He could say that, well, I don't want to talk now. I'm feeling so angry. I'm feeling so bad. I need time for myself. I need this or that. That would be fine.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's a man's, no matter what you say, it's a man's responsibility to take care of the feelings of his girl, right? Because if the girl is feeling bad or sad or whatever, she will always come to his man. And the man would provide the security that, okay, don't worry, I'm here. Nothing's gonna.
Yes.
Nothing's.
I want to have this
worry.
kiss. I like this answer. I want to. He told me, "Oh, baby, now maybe I'm poor. I don't have enough money, but in the future, blah blah."
Yeah, but well, if you say that, okay, I need money, then a man can get scared as well, because he doesn't have money. Only what he can try is he can struggle, and you need to support. When a man is struggling, he needs support. Okay? That you should tell him that you can do it. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm not leaving you. I'm not going anywhere. You can make it. This is what you should do. But from a man's side, if you're feeling emotionally down for any reasons, he can tell you that, don't worry, I'm here. What is there for you to worry about? Right? So you don't have to worry about anything when a man is there. But, this is what being a man is. Like, he has to keep his words. It means when I'm caring about you, I will say, and I will be careful about those things if I want to leave you or not. Because when I'm saying that I want to leave you, I don't want to see you again, it means I stop caring about you, right? I don't care about you anymore. I don't want to care about you. So it means it's done. So when he wants to come back, it's not a good thing. He's breaking his own words, and he was not responsible when he was telling you these things. So this is how the role should be like. A girl should comfort his man and support him, because this is the only, it's a very special power. It's a power source for a boy, for a man. That if there would be a girl who would support, like, you can do this, I'm here, don't worry, no matter what happens, you will get there. Even if you're poor, I'm still here, and we will make it. You can make it. I believe in you, But if you say, instead of saying this, if you say, I will leave you if you don't get rich, the man will already shaking. Oh, I'm gonna lose my girl. What can I do? I have to get rich fast. He doesn't know what's gonna happen. He can only try hard. What you can do is support. Right? That's what we can do. So, yeah. So, when you're supporting, maybe you will also need more courage. You need this or that. So that's why, the man will be there to support you with anything you need in his ability. He can give you something that he doesn't have. If you need something that costs a lot of money, he doesn't have money. What can he do? But if he has something that he can provide, which doesn't cost any money, he can do it, definitely. If he's not doing, then he's not doing properly anything. Yeah.
So, we contacted for a long time. I know
For a long time.
how rich or how poor he is. So I can understand him. I just want her Well, I just want him talk me the answer.
You just want to tell him that don't worry, we will be okay in the future. Maybe I'll not be super rich, but I will have enough for both of us, right?
Yes.
Because
And
in the society, in the system, no matter whatever you say, the girl and boy, they're equal. It's not equal. It doesn't happen in real life. So because if it was equal, then you would say, I'm also working, I can get rich too. Why do I have to ask you to get rich? Why do you have to buy me things? Right? If you both are working, then why do you need to ask him to get rich? Why aren't you getting rich? Why? See, it doesn't make sense. So that's why when you're together, everyone expects the man to have a house and a car and all these things. So a woman's job is naturally to support the man, because man is.
yeah,
You say.
I understand. But I think if we if if we continue the relationship, I think in the future, maybe one day, I want something. He will ask me, "Why you want that?" and ask me some questions. The first thing is not comfort to me,
Oh, I see. I understand you.
rather than ask me some questions and
I totally
leave
understand.
me, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm very scared about it. But I don't know. It's just my imagine.
Yeah. That's a good thinking. So you want to comfort. But the first thing is, when you know a man, you should know that if you should tell him or not that you want to buy this. Because, if he cannot buy this for you, you'll be sad. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you don't understand, but if you still ask that, hey, I need this. Honey, I need this. Can you buy this for me? If you know he cannot buy, why ask? But if you ask, he can say, oh, I can't buy you this, or I don't, maybe later, or I will try, or something.
Yes.
He has to say something, right, to comfort you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rather than leave me many questions to make me feel uncomfortable or angry.
Yeah. There can be only one question he can ask is, I can't afford it, or we don't have the ability, right? Something like that. I don't know.
Better to live alone.
That'll be the wisest question. If someone is really intelligent, then they will ask, we can't afford it. What do you want to do with this? Or why do you still want to buy it? Or they will say it's going to cost a lot of money, and then we have to go through the whole month, right?
Yes, we can choose the cheaper one.
Yeah, it depends on the thing. Yeah.
I think he must.
Yeah, and if he thinks that, if he, the connection should be like this. If you really want something, he will understand that you want this, you need this. So even though you're touching something, you're looking at something, and then you're putting it back, he knows that you like this. And he'll say, maybe one day I'll get it for you. But for now, let us get this one. Do you think it will okay for you? It'll be okay for you? If you say
that's the perfect answer.
Yeah. Yes. So I think, it would be great. It'd be nice if a man could do that. Yeah. Because yeah, they have two different roles, a man and a woman. They have different roles to play.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm not always like a kid.
Yes, of course. You're a big kid.
No.
Yeah. So you don't have to think about him anymore. Like, But as I've also told you, you know, that when you want to find someone, you have to think how he will be, what he will think, how he will think. Everything comes so short. You don't have to think about anything except for the, you know, some of the choices. When you are a Muslim and you have to find a Muslim, because you know that if he's a good Muslim, you know you have the same choice. You know you have the same idea. So you know if there's any problems, how to solve it. You know the daily routine. You know he will not cheat. You know if you should ask this or not, and you know
Wow.
it's and a good wife. How you know we have examples what a good wife will do, what a good husband will do. So if they're religious, you don't have to ask anything. You know he will know. He will provide for you. He will give you. Like a good husband, a good Muslim would buy gifts to the wife and would not look at other women, you know.
Mm.
And every time he comes home, you will know that you're the only one he's coming back to. So, you know, the world is more beautiful in that way.
Yes, it's perfect.
Yeah, and
I close the report.
it's fine.
Mm.
Yeah, so you'll have the perfect understanding for each other and for everything. You know, it'll be much more nicer and easier.
Mm.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I think
Because
single is very it's very good
it's
for me
difficult.
now.
It's difficult, you know, because if you don't have a belief, you have nothing. You don't have a base. How do you know what's right, what's not right? You just do what you think, what you want to do. If if someone has a chance to steal something, nobody's watching. Why he will not steal? Why? If someone can cheat, no one is watching. His wife or husband, no one can know. Why would
Mm.
he not cheat? That's where you would need a belief. You would need to have the understanding and the logic there. So when you truly believe, then these kinds of problems will not happen. You know.
Wow. So I hope my boyfriend like you can understand me.
Sadly, there's only one me in the world. There's only one you in the world. But
Mm.
there are better Muslims than me. That's what I can tell you. I try, but there are better Muslims than me who is so much more better in every single way. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
So, do you think I should give him a chance again?
No.
Contact with him
No, no, no,
to
no.
talk about
Nothing,
our
nothing. You don't need to talk to him again. Okay? No need to
why?
talk to him again. He has everything I told you. That's the reason. I told you so many reasons. You're still asking me the reasons. So many things
Mm.
I told you, right? That he broke his own word. He didn't care about you. He
Yes,
left you. He didn't care about you. And now he comes back to care again so that he can live again. You just been for a
yes,
few, like for a short time only. How can you live the
mm,
entire life with this guy?
sure.
So
So this kind of thing will be
you have to, like,
happen.
a guy would be the guy who, you know, no matter how angry he is, no matter how mad he is, he will still have the pillar, you know, the base. Like,
Mm,
he's not saying that we're done, I'm breaking up with you. He will not say
yes,
this. He will stay
yes.
away. He will do everything because he knows that he will come back.
Mm,
Yeah, because it's like if someone get divorced, right? And then you come back to marry again. That's a joke, you know? Because why would you have divorce? You know, the divorce is the end. It's the final chapter. So you don't talk about divorce. You have quarrels, you angry, mad, do everything else. Because you know that you will come back to her and she will come back to him. So you know that that's the end line, that's the boundary. If you cross that, you're out. You know. In Islam, for example, it's not allowed to joke about divorce. If you joke, if you're funny, you're laughing, I see that I divorce you. It's not allowed. It actually happens if you say it. So we're not even allowed to say this.
I see.
Yeah, so you have to have boundaries, you have to have limit, you have to have some principles. If you don't, then you don't have a limit. You don't know what to do. You just keep doing what you think. There's no no discipline, no discipline at all. You just do what you feel like doing, and that's dangerous.
Oh, it's not a good thing about divorce.
Divorce.
Not divorce.
Yeah. So if you don't have a discipline, like you go to school, you have a certain time the class starts. You have a certain time that one class stops, another class begins. But if all the students went to the class and started to read the way when they think they want to read, when they think they want to stop, the class will not go. The class will not continue. So many students will fail, and it will be a mess. It will be like it will not be a class anymore. So people, when they're disciplined, they can go far. As a group, as a society, as a country, they can go far when they're disciplined. But when they're not disciplined, they cannot go far. They will have problems. They'll have troubles.
Yes.
So a family is the core of everything. Is the core of a family. Two people, a husband and wife, is the core of a family. Of a family means a society. A society means a country. So if a family has a problem, a society has a problem, and then a country has a problem. The deep thoughts, the deep topic.
Yes. So I'm thinking, what were you talking? He broken his words. Yes. So this kind of thing will be happened in the future again.
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because for this, I don't think someone would say that I don't want to talk with you, break up. Because if he was saying this, he was thinking about the future. That okay, now she's saying this, maybe in the future she will say something more, and I don't want to take that. I cannot take it. But now he's coming back again. Why? Maybe why? He just want to play? I don't know. If he really wanted to accept this, then why didn't he try to make you understand that, I don't want you to ask it like this in the future, or tell me this or that. I would ask you to make the choice wisely, using your brain, not using your emotions, because our emotion can tell us so many things. But when you're thinking with your brain, then you will understand which one is right for you and what is wrong. Yeah. So our emotion can tell us to do a lot of things that are not good for us, not good for us. So when you are thinking logically, if I should do this or not, then you will know if it will be good or not. Even though there are some things we really want to do, but we should not do because it would be good for us. Yeah. I can't hear you.
I think it's the man who is a gentleman.
Your sound is very low, very low.
How about now?
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, I said what? I said
if a man is a gentleman.
Yeah, it's the real gentleman, wise man. He never told that words. He never tell this kind of words like we won't see it again.
Yeah.
Yes. He will give him a base.
Yeah, he will have a base, but that's that he will not cross. He will know that this is the limit. If I cross, I'm done. Like there's so many crimes you go to jail, but there are crimes that you die. right? There are crimes that the penalty is death, the judgment that you have to die, right? So it's the same thing. And yeah, the suggestion that I can give you is think, make a logical decision, not emotional decision. If you ask me what you should do, I will ask you that you should read more and understand. If you believe, then become a Muslim and marry a Muslim. That's the best suggestion, whether you like it or not, whether you want it or not. But that's the best suggestion from me. Because other than that, all the other people outside of Islam, they will not have a strong base. They don't have a strong base, even though they say that, about that they have a religion, but they would not have a strong base. Only few would have. But still, I can debate.
Yes, I should read more. Now, the most important thing is to graduate and then find a job.
Yeah. Life can be difficult when we are just making the decisions by ourselves and we don't know if it's right or not and what's going to happen. It's difficult. Like if there's a boy like you are in the situation now, you don't know what you should do. If you should accept him or not. You don't know what's going to happen in the future, right? So it's a very serious issue, and you cannot use your emotion and be with someone and marry, and then you cannot leave. And then when you have a baby, of course you cannot leave. I've known people who had divorced even after they have babies. You can understand when that happens, in which stage. But when you have responsibilities, you know what is bad, what is good, what's your limit.
Yeah, so now I think it's not a pity.
If you're feeling sad for him, think about there's so many boys.
Yeah, so many boys.
So many boys, and they're not with you. They don't know you, right? So, but there are so many girls as well. So it doesn't mean that you have to be with so many boys. It means you can find a good one. And how can you find a good one? You don't. But what you do that is you make sure that he's going to marry you and he will stay with you. And he doesn't want anything from you before marriage. I don't know, in your culture, in your society, it would be different, but I think that would be the best. And it's very hard to find someone like this who is not a Muslim, because all the boys want, would want to have physical relation before marriage. And then when they lose the interest, they just want to go to another, and then they lose the interest, and then the marriage is just a contract. Marriage lose its meaning. It's just people are old now, they have to get married, or people will look at them badly, so they just want to marry, something like that. I can talk about the social problems so long. I know what's wrong with this world. Everyone is trying to program people. Not everyone, I mean everything you see, trying to program people, trying to set something in their mind. All the cartoons you see, all the movies you see, they're just trying to influence you. They're trying to teach you something that's not real.
I find you are the person who is very, very patient.
Thank you. 谢谢。
真的，哇塞！
是吗？
对呀。
谢谢你啊。
I think I can help you, but my English, I should practice.
Help me with what?
And about the girl's thought, your relationship in the future.
I'm just gonna marry someone, no relationship.
No, you should be responsible. You should have the relationship romantic. relationship with
Can't I
her.
have a relationship after the marriage?
No,
Why not?
I don't agree with you.
Why?
I won't let that girl marriage with you.
Why?
And then not romantic. If you
it's more
marriage with
romantic.
no, if you marriage with him, the first things is 柴米油盐 in Chinese.
What's that?
You should face too many problems.
Oh no, like I told you, it won't happen because I will find a Muslim and I will talk. I mean, I will not just marry blindly. Of course, I will talk with her. I will meet with her. I will talk, and I will make sure that she has the same mindset as me. If she has the same point of view like I have, I want someone who is a good Muslim, and there are some things I'll make sure that okay, she agrees to follow. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if someone meets this criteria that I have, that I think that she should have or she should do, I think she'll be amazing. Do you want to know what are they? What are the criterias or the wish that I would?
Curious.
Do you want to know?
It will take time, right?
It'll not take time. We can talk with it later. It's okay.
Okay. Thank you. Wow.
You don't have to thank me. It's fine.
Okay. I'm better.
Very good to know. Of course. What? You mean how to end this meeting? Oh, you see there's an option that says leave meeting.
No. How to stop or end a conversation with someone?
When you ask this question is a good way to stop communication.
Okay.
Yeah. So it means you want to stop the conversation or you not think of this.
You know me.
Yeah, seems so. Okay. Don't worry about anyone else. Don't worry about him. And if you feel bad, you can message me. And yeah, no worries, okay? Be happy. Come on. And find times to read.
Wow. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
My pleasure.